All right. It's Jared here from Crypto Plan, and I am taking requests because I'm kind of sitting in that holding pattern the same way cryptocurrency in the upper end of the market cap is. Bitcoin's just doing its thing. Ethereum's taunting us, breaking its all-time high, retracing, breaking its all-time high, retracing, doing that flirty thing that Bitcoin did for a while before it kind of skyrocketed up. And the other alts that I follow are doing that same thing. They're going up and down. And you know what? I'm just in that holding pattern. So I'm going to have a look at Harmony One on the weekly chart today. I know nothing about it. I just did a little quick bit of research. Seems like it's in the Ethereum kind of side of things. It's kind of positioning itself as a fast coin. Going down here on their homepage, they're talking about how quickly a block goes and time and blah, blah, blah. So seems like they're doing, trying to position themselves as a better, faster technology-based thing in the DeFi or the whatever they're doing. There's too many cryptocurrencies to even begin to understand what they're doing. But what I do is I look at the charts and I see what the people are saying through price action. And that's what we've got here. We've got the Tether chart. Harmony over Tether USD on a weekly chart. Huobi, exchange. We might go somewhere in the video and have a look at the all-time, accumulated data on the CoinTrader Pro just to see if it clarifies our analysis here. But before I get deep into it, and it's not going to be a real long one today, I am just going to ask you to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell if you do like chart analysis. All right, so let's have a look at the chart. To me, it was traded pretty recently, so it hasn't seen a bull run, so we can't really use any of our retracement analysis or our Fibonacci long-term to try and project where it's going to go to past all-time highs, but we can kind of predict where it's going to go in the short term, I guess, if it kind of took a pump, So looking at it here, we can see there's a bit of a channel that's been formed since 2019 on the weekly, right? So some kind of solid support down here at just under 0.5%. And there's some recent high-level resistance here at 1.3 cents. Now, I'm also seeing a definite resistance level here at 0.8%. So that's the kind of the key levels that I'd be saying. If it breaks out past 0.8, it's out of the red zone. If it breaks out past 1.3 cents, it's definitely going to take a run, right? So if it kind of breaks out of here, comes back again, maybe, and let's just draw that so that we kind of get that picture. Let's say this trend line keeps going, it breaks past this 1.3 cent, retests it, heads on the way up somewhere around here, kind of heads back there, and then heads on up, right? That's what I could see as a kind of a best case without knowing anything and knowing where the market is. What I do love about these altcoins that are very low market cap is that this particular move here as a trade, it's decent enough. And then up here, you're looking at 500%, right? So looking at it from a low market cap project that has done accumulation for the last few years, we're heading into a bull run. There's some solid strength in the last 3 months, albeit probably only that first week in January where there was the super strength. It's kind of a little bit push me, pull me the week after, and then there's a bit of price action there this week, but no volume. So the fact that it hasn't popped yet in any major way is a good thing. as far as it's, if it has pumped, you kind of missed the fair big percentage of it, right? Now, if something like this for a total outside hedge, a total outside bet, to chuck 5% of your portfolio maximum on it, and maybe dollar cost average into that, buy a little bit now in case it goes up, but if it comes back down to this larger accumulation range, which I am predicting a general retraction or a retracement in the altcoin market very shortly, if we can get back in and get at these 0.05 cent levels, so you start going here, what is that? It's 200%, 600%, 700%, so the lower you can get these coins, the more percentage gain you get at the top, right? So, you might not think 0.05 cents to 0.06 or 7 cents is a big difference, but you're talking about thousands of coins, for your hundreds of dollars, and you're talking about, extra hundreds to 200s to thousands of percentages once they run up. Now, I have no idea what Harmony's going to do, but I do know that it hasn't pumped yet, and I like things that haven't pumped yet because they're undervalued compared to the rest of the market. They haven't had their little their little pop. So you never know with stuff like this. You can take a little punt. Let's say you put 200 or 500 in, it pumps up, you sell out half, take your profits, take your cost basis and then just ride it the rest of the way. Now, if you know a little bit more about it than I do, maybe you're a bit more bullish on it, but I wouldn't ever be putting anything in this sort of a coin that I know nothing about, of any substantial value. It would be kind of like my peer coin experiment where it's like, I'll chuck 100 Australian on it and just see what happens so I can tell a story about it. Hey, I turned $100 into 1,000, or I turned $100 into 2,000, that's the kind of the way I see these sort of projects. But if you know more than me, put it in the comments, help out the rest of the community and share that with them. But it's a buy for me as far as the graph. It's on the RSI, it's low. It's in the middle of this range, so it can go up or lower. You're in the middle. You're not kind of up here and it falls down back here. So it can either, it's a 50-50 of it going up or down. But I think, like I say, dollar cost averaging into it at the moment. Say if you're putting 200 into it, put $50 in 4 times. Put some in now. See what happens next week. If it goes up again, maybe put some in again, then it might pull back, put some in again. And if it pulled back again down here, put some in again. So you've got an average of what it's doing in the short term so that then you can get the most out of it in the long term, whereas if you put everything in now and it all falls back, yes, it might go up eventually, but you missed out on getting anything back down here, right? So, and you start getting that psychological thing happening. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. This is probably longer than I wanted to talk about Harmony because I know nothing about it, but I'm talking about it the way I see it on the charts. And just one thing, this first line here is a trend-based analysis. If it did this particular move again from here, and then that top line is a Fibonacci retracement from here down here. So that's kind of where we're at. So if we were to do the fib on that, we're getting up around that 4 cent mark. Now, bull runs are bull runs and we never know what might happen, but 5 cents, 10 cents, 20 cents, it's all possible, right? Depending on the bullishness of the market and what people are going for, lower, lowness of market cap, all those kind of things. So anyway, Harmony Tether, it's a 1% move for me. I might just put something into it and I'll let you know. And if I do, I'll let you know if I've done another $100 experiment on it, because I can buy it on Coinspot in Australia, which is super cool. Anyway, please like the video, subscribe to the video, and share it with your friends if you so choose, and click that notification bell. Bye-bye.